Dear friends, in this video, I'd like to give you some important concepts for the cybersecurity field or industry. So the first one, why do we need to do the pen testing? Of course, the purpose is very straightforward because it can provide protection. However, what should be protected by us? And basically, the three aspects to be taken into consideration, or we can call it CIA principle. Yeah, we need to protect confidentiality and integrity and also the availability. Let me explain a bit. So the confidentiality means we need to protect data from the unauthorized access and misuse. And that's what the integrity means. It means that information should be kept accurate and consistent unless authorized changes are made to the data, to the system. Okay? And the availability means, we needed to make our resources, our data should be accessible and available by the user anytime, so that the data should be useful then. Okay. So then, what is pen testing? I think pen testing. Yeah, we nowadays we heard this so a lot. However, you didn't get the a bit some sort of formal definition. So the pen testing is ethically driven attempt to test and analyze the security defenses to protect these assets and also pieces of information. So the pen testing will involve using the same tools, techniques, methodologies with the hackers. So very similar to the hacker. And also this guy, Mr. Dan Farmer, and Whitesey has ever said, improving the security of your site is to break into it. Okay? And so the pen testing, at some degrees, pen testing is some sort of simulated cyber attack. And there are three points I'd like to mention. The first one, not like real hacking, especially APT attack. The pen testing is always time constraint. The customer always give you the time limitation or time period to finish this testing. So this testing or this pen testing will not last forever. And not like a security audit. The pen testing is trying to attempt to breach your security. And also the pen tester will use the attacker's techniques, will use the attacker's tool. So this is another reason we need to learn some sorts of the hacker methodology, hackers, the techniques. Okay. So why do we need pen testing, or why do our customers need pen testing? Because by testing, we can uncover hidden system vulnerabilities before hackers do. And also we can test if existing measures are good enough or working. And also can show the consequences to the executives of the business. Not just to show you, yeah, I know your system has specific vulnerability. I'd like to show you the consequence if you do not fix this vulnerability. So this is another, I think the better way to convince the executive to invest money on the cybersecurity program. And how many stages are involved in normal pen testing. There will be 5 stages in total. The first one is information gathering. At this stage, we need to connect as much public accessible information about the target organization. And also, I think in most cases, we need to use open source intelligence techniques. And also, we need to do some research. And the second stage is immersion and scanning. At this stage, we need to do some discover applications and the service running on the target systems or the target networks. And the next stage would be more interesting for the pen tester exploitation. So this stage will involve leveraging vulnerabilities discovered on the system or application. And also we use the public exploits or some sort of the application logic. And the next stage would be privilege escalation. So we need to do the lateral movement or even escalate our privilege to the higher level of users. So I think in the later courses, I will cover all of them, okay? And the last stage would be post-exploitation. For example, we will do some sorts of pivoting. So from this machine, we need to move to the next one. Even we can control whole network of the target networks. And also we need to cover trace. So prevent yourself from the discovery by the blue team, okay? So which sorts of methodology would be adopted by pen testing? The 3 models, basically. The first one is white box model. In this model, tester or us, we will be told everything about the network, like network topology and also the technology. So the diagram will be provided by your customers, okay? And also we are authorized to interview IT personnel or company employees, and also can make, of course, this way or the white box pen testing can make the job to be little easier, okay? And the second methodology or second model is black box. So by this method or by this model, any company staff except the guy who is responsible for the managing the pen testing work will not know about the test itself. And also we or pen tester is not given details about the network, about the system, about the technologies which are adopted in the network. So we need to discover such things by ourselves, okay, to find that sort of important details about the network, and also can test if security personnel are able to detect an attack or an intrusion, okay? And the next model would be gray box model. And this model is some sort of the mix of the white and the black box model. And so in this concept or in this context, the company will or the customer will give you or pen tester some bit information about the network, about the work, which is going to be conducting, okay? Okay, so that's all I'd like to cover in this video. In the next video, I will talk about some specific techniques how to set up the pen testing lab. Okay, see you there.